What's up, guys? It's Veekanine, and welcome to a podcast. Today, I'm joined with my friend Talis. Say hi.
Hey, what's up?
So, as we're recording this, it's currently what day is it? July 6th. July 6th. Yeah. It's July 6th. Nintendo's E3 happened on June 15th. So it's been quite a while. You know, hype has died down. We're thinking rationally again. And yeah. But also on July 6th, we're going to talk about another thing. Nintendo dropped an announcement trailer for the Nintendo Switch OLED, a brand new Switch model. So all those Switch Pro rumors, this is what that is. It's not called Switch Pro, it's something different, but we'll eventually transition into that. But first thing we'll talk about is E3, and we actually hung out in real life when we watched E3. I called you over, and we were like, yo, let's watch E3 together, so it was fun.
So yeah, but only the Nintendo day, because all the other days were kind of
all the other days were not
lie.
that good. Like,
yeah, Nintendo kind of saved it with some of the releases. I think.
And if you think about like now as well, like the beginning of the month, they have a new console out. Like, Nintendo's carrying right now. Bro,
that's insane. Like, imagine if they were to pack all this in one announcement. Like, that would have been insane.
No, like if they just did, like, here's the thing. Honestly, they could have done the Switch OLED like at the end of the direct or something. Like, hey, we have one more thing, because it's not like 4K gameplay or anything.
No, bro, you know what they should have done? They should have just put a picture, like just show an image of the white console, because that would have been so hype. Everyone would be like, oh my god, is that, like, that would have created even more rumors.
That's good marketing. Like, everyone's gonna be like, yo, hype, what is this? When are they gonna talk more about it?
Could also disappoint people because it's not the Nintendo Pro. It's just an OLED, right. But I think it'd still be pretty hype. Right. Create some marketing.
Okay, so we'll talk more about the OLED later.
So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll talk more about the OLED later. That's gonna be like the second half of this podcast. But for now, E3. Just gonna say this right now. Before E3 started, Nintendo had the pressure to put on a really good presentation. As you said, you know, it was pretty bad before, like Ubisoft wasn't there. Like, so Sony was like, what? Xbox was like, hey.
No one showed up. No one showed up except for Nintendo.
So everyone was like, hey, yo. Like, everywhere on Twitter was like, Nintendo realizing it's up to them to save E3. Like, so yeah, just saying. They had a lot of pressure to put on a really good presentation. And in my opinion, they did. They did a really good presentation. Like,
I agree with that.
Right after watching it, there was like some stuff you kind of like nitpicky, like heard about, but you know, overall looking back, it's like, hey, no, it was really good. Like, what the heck? So
no wait, bro, it was packed with, like, there was a lot of smaller content for like free games and stuff, but other than that, like, it was packed with like original Nintendo stuff that is just gonna be like huge releases for the next year. Until March next year, March 2022.
Some stuff going into 2022 as well. So like that's even cooler,
like that's insane.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I kind of made a thing in my notes on my phone of like hype announcements, and I think we both equally share hype for certain things. But if you have anything else that you remember that I didn't bring up, you can bring it up as well. But the very first thing they showed off in that direct was a Smash Bros character announcement, and it is Kazuya from Tekken? Yeah, Tekken. They showed him carrying Ganon, like, dead. And everyone thought this was Breath of the Wild 2. Like, yo, they're opening up Breath of the Wild 2. Because, like, Ganon's, like, freaking unconscious. Like, what is this? But then everyone was like, wait, it's Smash? What is this? So, the thing about Smash, I don't play Smash, but a cool thing I always admire is the character reveal trailers. The trailers are done really well, and they're constantly hype. So, yeah. Okay, go on with
you honestly, like, they're like... No, I forgot what I had to say, but now that you said about the trailer stuff, like, it reminds me of, like, Mortal Kombat trailers. If you've ever watched those on, like, Instagram, they always look so cool, and it just makes me want to buy the game, just because, like, the characters look so good. And especially with, like, the way the Tekken art is made, and like Nintendo was Japanese and everything, I think it was just a really cool release. Just like it was just like bam in your face. Yeah. Some really hype stuff to get E3 started, and I think like that might have made like the people that were watching like a little lively. They didn't just start with like the small releases; they just went for it. Full send.
Yeah, the thing with like Smash is like E3, I was calling it before, they start it with Smash. You got to start E3 with the Smash character reveal, like, because that's always hype. which it was, like, was really good. I'm not gonna say it's the hypest one in history, but it was still pretty hype. Like, definitely really good. But
No,
yeah,
especially with the other releases the other companies had, like
yeah,
to that point, that Mario that Smash release was like the biggest thing in E3.
yeah. All right, so next thing after that, so obviously that was cool. They had some other stuff like Life is Strange coming to Switch. That's cool and all, and other stuff. But here's another thing that was kind of trolled me when I first saw it. So they did this like little screen transition when they said like a beloved series anniversary, and then the screen had like, it was yellow and had bananas, and I was out here like, yo, the Donkey Kong game, the Donkey Kong game.
Yeah.
and
then they were like, nah,
it's Super Monkey Ball Mania, boy, Banana Mania. So
like, no this, but it's no Donkey Kong. Like, come
yeah,
on,
no, dude,
you gotta give us a Donkey Kong game.
Yeah, for sure. Which wasn't at E3 at all, so that surprised me. Like, when I said at the beginning of the podcast, little nitpicky things that you're kind of sad about, like, that's one of them. No Donkey Kong. But,
No, yeah, you told me, like, right before the stream we were talking, you were like, Palace, I'm like 90% sure there's gonna be a Donkey Kong release this year.
yeah.
So that was a little, just a little disappointing that we saw bananas and it was not Donkey Kong related.
Yeah, but mind you, Super Monkey Ball, like, it's popular in Japan. I think it's really popular in Japan, actually. And, like, it's a good anniversary game. I'm not gonna get it, like, that's me personally, but it is cool. I saw, like, people, like, leak it right before E3, like, right before the Direct. And, you know, kind of expected, but I think the thing with me is just that I thought it was Donkey Kong when they showed it off. I was like, oh, wait, okay, it's not. But, like, still pretty cool.
No, yeah, like,
yeah, coming out October as well.
If it's for the Japan public, like, there's not much we can comment on, especially because we've never played any of the games in the series. Well, I've never played. I don't know about you, but I don't think you have either.
I'm gonna say maybe once at an arcade, but I was like young. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like, we don't really know if it's like an improvement over literally anything else they've made. So yeah that's just my point of view.
I think it's one of those announcements that's like, if you're like, it's not a first party like hype announcement, but it's got that segment that's like hype about it. Like, it's a bigger segment than you think it is, if that makes sense. That like it's a nice thing to fill in.
Yeah, like for us, it's such a small game. Like, oh, okay, well, we were hoping for Donkey Kong, but it's actually this. Yeah. But like for the people in Japan,
to the franchise, like, it's good, but like,
yeah, obviously, like no disrespect to any franchises, because like, bro, developing a full-on game, like, man, that takes effort. But I don't know, just us at least, we weren't too hype about it because we were really, really hoping for Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
and that was just kind of like,
until the end of the Direct, I was like, hey, wait, but one more thing is going to be Donkey Kong, but it wasn't. But yeah. But right after Monkey Ball, here's the announcement that got us both hype. Mario Party Superstars. Great.
Yes, finally.
It was great. So I loved it. Like, when they showed it off, I was like, oh my god, it's actually happening. Because the thing with me, I was like, I have no idea if Mario was going to be at E3. Like, no idea at all. So it was good to see Mario Party Superstars. To be fair, I was thinking it was going to be Super Mario Party 2, but it wasn't. But here's the thing. Ever since, because we play Mario Party 8 on the Wii at my house all the time.
A lot. Way too much.
It a lot. Ever since that game, Mario Party 9 on the Wii, Mario Party 10 on the Wii U, and then Super Mario Party on the Switch, people don't like those ones. People like don't like Super Mario Party on the Switch. The only good thing about that game, people say, is probably the character roster. The boards are small. They're not that good. So yeah.
Yeah, I think they just really dropped the ball with the first Mario Party they made for the Switch. I think, but I think this one is really
it's sold
really
well.
A home run.
Super Mario Party on the Switch sold really well. So like,
oh yeah, of course it sold well because everyone was expecting an amazing game. Like, bro, that's why we still play the Wii version. It's just like such an iconic, real, and just really good game.
Yeah.
And even like for today's standards, it's just so good.
Yeah.
And then everyone bought it and they were like, oh, this doesn't feel the same, I guess.
And to any viewers or listeners thinking like, they're praising the Wii, what about the GameCube and N64? We weren't alive in that time. Like, the Wii was the console generation. But
yeah, like, I think the Wii Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, adding on to the whole talk of N64, the thing with this game, it's a blast from the past, as they said. It's the boards from the N64 version, like Mario Party 1 to 3. It's those boards, like, revamped.
Yeah, like people criticizing others for like, oh, what about GameCube and N64? Like, bro, we were not alive in that era. We wish we were, because that seems like the golden age of video games.
No, especially Mario Party. That was like golden age
like,
Mario Party.
No, just it's like everything. Like, bro, the PS1 was just revolutionary from what I hear. I wasn't alive for that. I've played the PS1 like once or twice. But I was really like, the PS2 was really the console that got me into gaming. But I think because it's like the thing they're bringing back from the past, we're finally gonna be able to experience what it was like playing that game, because this is just going to be like a complete revamp, and it's going to be a complete new game.
Yeah,
but it's going to feel like an old game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, the thing about it is, like, what I like about Mario Party 8 when we play it, the boards are great. It's so much variety, and they're long.
Yeah, dude, they're amazing. Like, and you can play like what's the max, like 60, 70 turns?
I think it's like
in a huge board.
I want to say it's like 30 to 50. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, like, bro, 50 turns. Imagine the Koopa board, the one that we call it, like the Stonks board, because you gotta invest.
It's called like Koopa's Tycoon or something.
Yeah, like, bro, imagine 50 turns on that board.
Dude, if those types of boards come out as like paid DLC, like, I'm down to get that. Because here's the thing, it said
me too, 100%.
5 boards from the Nintendo 64 games. One of them's Peach's birthday cake, which I showed, and the other one is Spaceland. And then the box cover is one called Woody Woods from Mario Party 3, I believe. And that one looks cool as well. So that's 3 out of the 5 confirmed. I don't know what the other 2 are. But if they do DLC of like adding a Mario Party 8 board or something, you know, that's cool. I think that I would definitely get that.
And honestly, like, it's just good, because, I mean, you're not really going to be making a new Mario Party anytime soon. Mm-hmm. I don't think, at least. I haven't heard anything about it. So just having those DLCs and having that variety will keep people in the game for whenever your next release is.
Yeah, I think like this is a game they can really like build on. If that makes sense. Constantly add stuff on.
Because like, bro, honestly, before I started playing Mario Party with you, Mario Party was just kind of one of those games that I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll play it. It's not too hype. But now that I started playing with you, now I want to get this game. Mm-hmm. I feel like this new Mario Party, this should be the game that makes people want to get the next one.
Yeah. Another thing with it is it's 100 mini games from across the series. So some of the big nostalgic mini games from the N64 are like returning in this. So like, we're not going to get some bad mini games. We're going to play some mini games that people are going to be like so nostalgic about, but we're also playing for the first time and like are going to be considered like golden, you know?
Yeah, no, dude, I think this, like, they just killed it with this release, because it's just going to appeal to so many people. Like, you and I, we're just big Nintendo fans. So we're going to be like, yo, I want to experience what it was like playing in the 80s. Or I don't even know when the GameCube came out. It was probably like the 80s and 90s.
It was like, when we were born, I think like, you know, we were like probably 2 or 3 when it was like at the end of its era or something.
Yeah, like, we're gonna get to experience it for the first time. And people who are older are just gonna be like so nostalgic about it. I think they just killed it with this release, man. It was just so good.
Yeah, it's good. It's gonna have like new characters as well, like Rosalina is like gonna be in it, and like, you know, another thing that is probably like the biggest deal about it, online play is supported in all modes.
Oh my god, so true.
Like, that is insane. And you can
is just, yeah, go ahead.
Like, playing with your friends, right? And it's online play, like, and someone's like, okay, you guys, I gotta go like mow my lawn or something, and you could just save and then like continue later.
Okay, the fact that you can save an online game is just so cool. Like, the fact that they pull that off, the fact that I don't have to drive an hour and a half to go play Mario Party at your house, like,
yeah,
that in and of itself is already worth it. Like, I it's not the same, but still, like, just having the option of playing online with like people from anywhere. Like, if I want to play with someone from Brazil,
yeah, it's so easy. Like if you're just kind of, yeah, it's true, especially like people that don't live, you know, in Canada and stuff. But yeah, the cool thing is just that it's so easy to play online. Like, Mario Party is like, obviously when you have friends over, it's something you can just like pull out and it's like a great game. But like casually bringing it up like online, like, yo, what are we doing this weekend? Oh, I don't know. Hey, play Mario Party online. Like, that's fun. Like, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, like the golden age of Minecraft.
Much.
Like, what are we gonna do tonight? Oh, bro, just hop on Bed Wars, and we'll just like. I feel like this is gonna be it.
Yeah, you can just hop Mario Party.
Yeah, literally, because it's just so easy to just hop on and then hop off. Like, if you start a game, I don't know when you have dinner, but I usually have dinner around like 8 or 9 p.m. If I start a game at like 7 and we're doing like a 50 turn, because this is gonna be online, so we're not gonna be doing short boards again.
Yeah.
And we do like a 50 turn. I can just pause the game, go have dinner, and then come back and then go to bed. Like, that in and of itself is just so cool.
Yeah.
Like, that is probably going to sell the game.
Yeah. Another cool thing, but like, it's coming out. October 29th is the release date. Like, that's soon.
Like, it's coming out so soon. They held out this release for so long.
Yeah, because the thing I'm seeing...
They've had opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the thing I'm seeing on Twitter and like Instagram, everyone's like, finally, this is the thing we wanted. I didn't realize how hype it was to the fan base until I saw people's reactions.
Yeah, like I didn't know Mario Party was that big. Like, I thought you and I were the only ones that played Mario Party 8 on the Wii. Turns out like 15 million people are still playing Mario Party on the Wii because there's been no real good releases since then.
Yeah, but it's good. I think, just a great heavy-hitting game that I didn't expect. And, also, I should tell you this. I don't think you know this, but... So, there was a game on the 3DS called Mario Party The Top 100, which was basically supposed to bring back some boards and mini-games from, like, the classic Mario Parties. But it wasn't executed well. Like, Mario Party The Top 100 was not a good game on 3DS. So, everyone's saying this is what Mario Party Top 100 should have been. Which is true. 100%. So it's kind of like...
No, yeah, I can imagine what it would have been like to play Mario Party on a DS.
I mean, it is especially fun, mind you, but the thing that they were trying to do with it, it just didn't work on 3DS.
Like, they should have done a good job the first time.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say. Yeah. No, I agree. I think, like, well, at least they've redeemed themselves.
Yeah.
Like the redemption of Mario Party.
Yep. 100%. So yeah. All right. After Mario Party, the next big announcement, and here's the thing with this announcement, right? Did I expect to get hyped for this franchise? No. Did I get
me neither.
For this
I already know what you're talking about.
I was like, this thing...
Have I ever played a game or heard about this franchise? No.
I've heard about the franchise. I've never played a game. I'm like, oh, cool, this game. But guys, Metroid Dread.
Okay,
holy frick. This game looks so good.
Like, the graphics themselves make me want to buy this game. It's insane how good it looks.
Yeah, it looks so good, and just like, and I keep praising this. I kept telling you this. It's not Metroid. Samus's moves, like the way like they walk and like jump, it just flows so nicely. It's just so appealing.
Everything in this game just looks and just. I feel like when you grab your Joy-Cons and start playing this, it's just gonna feel so good.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
Like, I feel like it's such a vibe at like night level. Let's say it's like 10 p.m. or something. And like, yo, let me just grind Metroid Dread. Like, it's gonna be such a big atmosphere, and like the sounds and the ambience. It's just gonna hit different.
Like putting some headphones on and just hopping on Metroid for like a good hour and a half, just grinding it out. Like, I don't even know what the game's about, to be honest with you. But I feel like it's a game that you just grind out so you can do stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like Metroid. So here's the thing with Metroid, because there's Metroid like normal, and then there's Metroid Prime. Everyone was waiting for Prime 4 to be a thing, but they kind of said, yo, we're not ready to talk about that or something. So they did Metroid Dread, which is a sequel to a game called Metroid Fusion. And basically, wait, are you familiar with Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of like, I kind of got Resident Evil vibes in terms of storylines. It's like Metroids are like these things, and it's like the government trying to make bioweapons, and Samus is just sent to kind of like eradicate like the bad stuff.
Okay, that's a really cool backstory.
Are like,
it's like Alien.
Yeah, it's like Alien, like trying to figure out. Yeah, kind of.
Oh, dude, that's cool. That I didn't know that's what the story was about, but now that I do, I am glad.
I don't know the exact story of Metroid Dread, but I know like based on Metroid, it's kind of like Samus is sent to like a planet to like stop like corruption or like bad things from happening based on
there's a
bioweapons.
Metroid game. It's obviously not what we're used to, especially you, because you are not really a fan of 8-bit games, and I'm a really, really big fan. But on the, the Nintendo, how you have like the Super NES
Yeah,
and
the Switch Online
NES?
thingy. Yeah.
Yeah. So there are Metroid games in those, and there's one that looks like Metroid Dread, but it's an 8-bit. So if you're trying to like play and feel, like it's obviously not going to feel the same because it's a game from like 1980, but if you're trying to like see how it's going to be, like how the story goes, I think you should try it out because well, I enjoyed it. I think it's pretty cool. It was extremely hard. Like we were talking about at your house, like, okay, this game looks so much fun, but it looks really hard. When we were watching the gameplay on the I forgot the name. Yeah.
Treehouse Live.
We were watching it, and the person just died like 3 times in really quick succession, and we were like, okay, this game looks hard.
Yeah, but I think it's fun. There's this one thing called the I can't remember the name of it. I want to say it's called like the I'm gonna look it up. I think it's called the Emmy. It's that thing, that robot thing that chases you. Like it's like
that it's the Emmy. Yeah.
Okay, it's called the Emmy.
Or EMMY, I think it is. No, yeah, it looks like a fun game, but like just giving a heads up, it's gonna be hard. Like it's not a game that you like Animal Crossing, you just put it on and you're just chilling. Oh yeah, okay. Completely changing topic. Or can I change topics, or do you want to say anything
I'll
else?
kind of wrap up Metro Dread and then we can switch to
go
whatever
ahead.
you have to say. But yeah, so it looks really good. I'm hyped to get it. Another thing that happened, so because here's the thing, Metroid hasn't been a thing for like 19 years or something. So this will be lots of fans' first Metroid game, me included. So what's actually happened, the Wii U, the dead console, right? Metroid's popping off on Wii U on the eShop there. Like it is like carrying right now. So everyone's playing Metroid on their Wii U. So it just going to show
Miiverse.
like Miiverse is dead. But it just goes to show like Nintendo has like really generated the hype with Metroid Dread. So yeah, I'm hyped to get it. October 8th release date, also very soon. Like yo, and yeah. So yeah, hype with Metroid Dread. So yeah, what were you gonna say? What were you gonna segue to?
No, yeah, I just touched on the Animal Crossing topic, and I think we were pretty disappointed.
Oh yeah,
we did not get the Brewster.
Yeah, the Brewster update or any kind of big summer update. Like guys,
we did not get anything at all. Like, bro, this has been one of the biggest games of your franchise, and you're not gonna give your fans a summer update? Like, really?
Like, here's the thing with Animal Crossing and the update, I feel this is gonna be like the last. Like, they gotta do one more big update. That's it.
They have to.
Like, have to. But it's like it's not even. It's like it's literally the last big update you have to do for this game, in my opinion. Like, it's in its second year. Have a big update to carry it out, to close it off, and then after that, like, you can just do minor things after that. You don't have to have any more big things. But yeah, kind of disappointed that nothing showed up there.
If you have something on the pipeline for like a next game or something, then yeah, sure, I can understand that. But let's be real. Are they gonna release another Animal Crossing anytime soon?
Nah,
like last time they released it. Yeah, like last time they released it was on the freaking DS.
3DS.
Yeah, 3DS. So how long ago was that? Like 6-7 years ago?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, so like they're gonna release probably another one next like 3-4 years. Like we need another update at least. Games in the second year,
Animal
like
Crossing
you said.
New Leaf came out 2012. So yeah.
Yeah, like man, 9 years ago. If they're gonna wait to release the next one 5 years from now, and they're just gonna leave this one as is, this game is gonna die within the next 6 months. And honestly, I don't want that because I really like the game. It's a really fun game.
Yeah, I think
if you've never played it, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Who hasn't played this game, guys? If you have a Switch and you don't have Animal Crossing, I don't know what you're doing. Like, that's a game that's a necessity. You need that game. But,
yeah, like honestly, it's kind of like it's kind of like Minecraft. Yeah. You must have played it. Like if you have a Switch, get it.
Yeah, and that's just another thing.
Yeah, that's just a small thing that I wanted to mention that we did not get anything.
Okay, adding on to that, like I did read something. I watched a video and like somebody at Nintendo commented on why it wasn't there. I can't remember what they said, but they did say like they are planning to like do something. So it's not like they're not gonna do an update. Like they plan on it eventually. It's just not right now. So like expect something to happen, but like obviously like not E3 or like it wasn't E3 worthy. But yeah, I hope it's something big, like obviously Brewster. But Tour Timer Island, for all you New Leaf fans, if you remember that, bring that to New Horizons because that's hype. Because I think the key thing with New Horizons that sucks, what can you really do with friends other than show off your islands and sell turnips?
Yeah, honestly,
we
need something to do with friends. Like, take some inspiration from freaking Mario Party. Like, have some mini games you can play with each other. Like, oh, okay, now this isn't a crazy idea, but like, make a new building and it's just full of like, it's an arcade building. It's just full of arcade games you can go in with your friends and just play them. And then you can have like a bunch of Nintendo games inside of a Nintendo game. Like, imagine playing Mario inside Animal Crossing with your friends. Like, how cool would that be?
Yeah.
Like, just tiny mini games that you can play with your friends. That would just make the online experience so much better. Because, like, you can't go, like, villager hunting together. You can't really do anything other than show off your island. So, yeah, that's just kind of sucks.
Yeah, so here's the thing. You actually kind of added, you talked about, like, Mario Party. Here's the thing. In 2015, on the Wii U, there was a game called Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. You know what the Amiibo are, right?
Yeah, of course.
It was basically a Mario Party thing. Like, there was, like, spaces and, like, tapping the amiibo. I'm not trying to say make that so everyone needs an amiibo to play, but you can add, like, an amiibo festival-esque mode into New Horizons. Like, imagine, like, go off to a different island, have a whole loading screen, and then it's, like, this board thing. That's a fun thing to add for friends. That's a big deal thing to add, but I think it's worth, because...
Yeah, like, honestly, imagine a really cool animation of all your friends hopping on the Dodo Airlines airplane, and you're just going to a really cool island that's just a really big board full of mini games. Like, how cool would that be? Yeah,
it'd be pretty insane.
It'd be pretty cool, honestly. Like, I'd rate it a 9.5 out of 10 because we need the Brewster.
100%.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to mention. No Animal Crossing announcements, kind of disappointing. But now that you said that they have stuff on the pipeline, I'm a little less disappointed. But I feel like E3 would have been a good moment for it.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think definitely Animal Crossing is gonna get something. I just hope it's soon. You know, like I'm like talking like 1 to 2 weeks from now.
Don't let the game die.
No, because the big thing for me is summer.
Update.
Like this is appealing to all sorts of like segments and fan bases and ages. It's summer. The time to put a big update is now. Like you cannot wait till the end of August, you know?
Yeah, especially because everything is like opening back up. Oh, at least here in Ontario, everything is opening back up now. It's like just such good timing to just like release anything big. Because the world is like, right now we're starting to come back from the pandemic and people are looking for like new things. And I don't know. That's just me though. Like I'm looking for new things to do. And Animal Crossing has just became that game that it's just like, yeah, it's fun, but like I can't really play with my friends, and I'm just really playing a lot of online games now. So it's just like, meh. I guess I haven't turned the game on in like probably a month, to be honest with you.
Yeah, same. I haven't played in a while. I've been playing. What have I been playing? I don't remember. I think I've been playing Odyssey a bit.
I've been playing Super Mario Bros.
Yeah.
The one that's like the Super Mario.
Yeah.
Wii. You know.
Oh yeah.
I played it a lot.
New
on my...
Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, I think.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, moving on into the direct. I'm not gonna talk too much about this because we're not too hyped about it. But you know what was it called? WarioWare Get It Together.
Oh yeah.
So that was popular. I feel like if I had that game on the Wii, like right now, whatever it was called on the Wii, like that would be popular every time we had friends over. Like even when you come over, like we'd love that game because it's just a bunch of micro games and it's cool and like
it's just a really quick like 5-10 minute game that you're just like, okay, you want to have some quick fun, just slap this game on and you're good to go. Like
yeah, and it just makes sense for the Switch because Joy-Con, like the mechanics.
Yeah, like honestly,
it makes
just
so much sense. Like I'm surprised it took this long for WarioWare to come
Yeah.
out on a Switch, but it is, so it's great.
no, yeah, and I think it looks like a good game. It looks like they. I'm not, because you said you're surprised it didn't come out earlier. I think they were taking their time, and I think that's sometimes important with like bigger games.
Yeah, because they
if you know what I
totally
mean.
like added like some big deal features. Like I think 2 people can control at once. Because before, I think if you were to play with friends on like let's say the Wii, you'd have the Wii remote, and then like you'd pass the Wii remote to another friend. Now you have just 2 people on the screen that can control. So like that.
Yeah,
was a
I think
big
they said that on
implementation.
the Let's Play
Yeah.
on the Treehouse. So yeah, cool release. We'll probably get it if it goes on sale.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it looks like a fun game if you have, especially if you like,
If you have
if you're in university,
or, like, lots of friends, like definitely. I
no,
think
yeah,
that,
if you live in university and you live in residence and you have like a really cool roommate, or like if you live in a house with a couple of your friends, I feel like that would be like kind of a banger.
Yeah, for sure.
At least for a good while, like good 6 months, maybe a year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
fun little game.
It's a nice game to, like, I think if you get bored of it, you can put it away. But then, like, when you have friends over, it's like, oh, get this game out.
Oh, right,
And,
I have this, right? This game used to be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I like that.
I could mention this thing because we memed the hell out of it. Mario Golf.
Oh God. Man.
At E3, boys. Let's go.
Oh God. The thing that made E3 for us was seeing that Mario Golf release.
Mario Golf.
Oh man.
More info. Mind you, they did add something cool. Like I think they got like they announced like, yo, we're gonna be updating this game. We've got that New Donk City map. Like,
oh, okay, yeah.
That's genuinely hype. Like, that's cool.
That was really cool. The New Donk City map is really cool. They showed it off on the trailer, didn't they?
Yeah, it's in the trailer.
Yeah, remember we were like, wait, is this New Donk City? Is this from Odyssey?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really cool. But I just want to mention this real quick. I mentioned this to you before the podcast, but Nintendo's been pushing Mario Party so hard.
Mario Golf.
Yeah, sorry, not Mario Party. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, Mario Golf. They've been pushing Mario Golf so hard. Remember, we went to Walmart right after
we went to Walmart
E3.
after the direct because I was gonna go buy a game.
They already had. Yeah, go ahead.
They had like these like right by the entrance, all these like posts with like cardboard wrapped around them of like, yo, Mario Golf Super Rush here at Walmart, like a whole thing.
Bro,
we were like, bro,
it was honestly like 30 minutes after the release, and the Walmart was packed with just ads for Mario Golf, and we're like, man, now we have to get this game for the meme.
I feel like it was there before the direct, but like,
well, yeah, but okay, was that there? Okay, so. Man, I just weird, just
okay,
some weird thing.
Jonathan's point is like Mario Golf Super Rush. Oh my god, they don't shut up about this game.
Yeah, bro, I am getting ads for this game on YouTube.
Same.
Every other video I watch, I have Mario Golf ads. They should be pushing Metroid, Mario Party. Nah, Mario Golf is where it's at this summer, boys.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
honestly,
so
to be fair, I think that is the game that's gonna carry their summer. Like, I don't know what else they got. On a Skyward Sword.
They could have had an Animal Crossing update, but no, Mario Golf, boys. Yeah. So little bit of a rant about Mario Golf right there.
Yeah. Okay, but also Mario related. This was announced at Ubisoft's thingy, but Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Interesting game, a sequel to Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I didn't play that game, but it's cool, and I hear it's so underrated. Like, and it's been on sale like multiple times. I might try this new one out if it, is good. But basically, if you don't know, Talos, I don't think you know. It's like a strategy game, so it's like turn-based, like Mario and like the Rabbids are just kind of like there, and it's like, okay, Mario.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I remember this game.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm looking at pictures of it on Google right now. I just looked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I remember the game. Yeah.
It's cool. It's a great like strategy-ish with like the whole.
I feel like I'd like this game.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd like this game. Like, just cause like Clash of Clans and stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Just the strategy about it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd like
Yeah,
this
because from what I know about the game, it's like you have certain weapons, and like if you're hiding behind a block, and then like your enemy's hiding up behind a block, it's like, okay, this certain block, it's like a 50% chance you'll hit them. So you gotta like plan like, okay, where do I want Mario to move? Or like, should I like conserve like his like spaces he has to move to get here and stuff? So it's like a lot of cool strategy about it. I haven't played the game at all. I don't know anything about it that much. But yeah, it looks cool. Definitely a cool announcement that appeals to that fan base.
Do you know if they showed it on the Let's Play? On the Treehouse?
I don't think so. No. Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm seeing a lot of
pictures. It's a 2022 game. I don't think they would have.
I'm seeing a lot of pictures. I don't think this... No, yeah. There are screenshots of the game on Google.
Yeah.
And it's like, Nintendo Switch strategy game, Mario Rabbids. It's a shockingly good Nintendo Switch strategy game.
Mm-hmm.
It's on The Verge.
Yeah.
I feel like they played it. I feel like they only play like for a little bit though, maybe like one level, because I'm only seeing like screen caps of like a single level.
Wait, what's the game called that you're looking at?
Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Yeah, okay, Kingdom Battle is the one that released early. So Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope is this trailer I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, but yeah, it's a sequel to that game. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cool announcement. Although we knew about it before. Here's the thing with that announcement, because we knew about it before, it didn't need to be super big, which it wasn't, but like just talking about time and fitting in Animal Crossing or Donkey Kong, you know, we could have used that time for that, you know?
Yeah, you know what? Like that. Oh man, the screen art on this game looks so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
And
yeah. All right.
I have to get it just for the box art.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna move on to... Is this the last thing I'm talking about? I don't know if it is, but Zelda.
Oh wait, no. Before we talk about Breath of the Wild, I feel like Pokemon deserves a shout out in here.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because
Pokemon wasn't at this thing, so yeah.
I feel like it deserves a shout out though, even if it was not on this.
To be fair, I honestly think I'm not surprised if Pokemon like Presents or something happens within 1 to 2 weeks from now. I'm not surprised if that happens. So yeah.
We want another Pokemon that feels like a DS game.
Well, we
don't want Pokemon Go. We don't want that game that you go around catching Pokemon.
We have Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl coming out October or November. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, we know about it. That's what we want. Maybe more trailers or something, you know?
We need more info about this game. I don't even know what legendaries are on this. It better not be one of the like
Palkia and Dialga.
Bad ones. Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it is. Right. Sorry. No, but I want to know like the full list. Cuz like
it's a whole Gen 4 remake.
It was
Gen 4.
Oh, is it?
When we were kids, like, okay, remember when the starters were Chimchar?
No, yeah, Gen 4. I have a Gen 3. I have Soul Silver.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know. Gen 4 was like Giratina, Palkia, and Dialga on the cover, and you could get Arceus. Yeah. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I say it.
Has played a lot more Pokemon than me, I think.
Yeah, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I'm currently replaying it again on Soul Silver. Yeah, on the DS. It's been fun. I'm about to go against the Elite Four. Gonna catch Lugia and Ho-Oh. And yeah, it should be fun. But that's what I want. And I would want this feature. I know it will not happen, but I would like a feature where you could trade between the Switch and the DS. I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah, not the DS. I don't think so.
That would be pretty cool. I would appreciate that because I kind of need an Arceus for my DS game. Yeah. Unless someone has one to trade with me, I have some pretty good Pokemons that I would be willing to offer. So yeah, just wanted to mention that real quick.
Yeah. Well, actually,
on to the next.
With Pokemon, actually, they did have I don't know if you know about this. So there's a game called Pokemon Unite, which is going to come to like mobile devices. It's basically like League, but it's Pokemon. You know what League is, right?
I'm not into that.
Okay. So they did put a trailer out for that recently, so somewhat Pokemon news, but yeah, we need more Diamond Pearl remake news, Pokemon Legends Arceus, because like I gotta see more of that game because it looks so good. But yeah, Pokemon. Not
Yeah,
at
we need more of that Do you know when it's coming out? It's coming out this year, is it not?
Which one?
Like November?
Diamond Pearl?
Diamond Pearl.
Yeah, it's like November something. Can't remember.
I'll search it up.
Okay. Yeah.
You can move on to
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Zelda. Well, kind of mini rant about Zelda. So like, Zelda, they have the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass. Looks good. Nothing bad to say about that. It's great. Looks good. Expected as well, because like, you know.
But, it looks like Fortnite.
No, that's not Breath of the Wild yet. I'm talking about
Wait, yo, it's already for sale. Sorry, just interruption. It's for sale on Amazon.
What, Diamond Pearl?
For the Yeah,
pre-order probably.
Oh, wait. Yeah, it's pre-order.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna release like really soon.
Yeah, dude, yeah, it's coming out like 2 months ish. Okay, no, 3 months.
Oh, wait, no. November 19th.
Okay,
November 19th, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 months, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 3-4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I did not think it would be this soon.
Yeah, which one are you gonna get, by the way? Do you have a preference?
I'm getting Pearl.
Yeah, I want Pearl too.
If you're getting it, you want Pearl, man. No, because we should get different ones.
Here's the
because there's stuff.
I had this trend with Pokemon. So you know when it's like there's two, right? So like black and white, and like you know, I always seem to get the second one. So there was Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I got Alpha Sapphire. There was Sun and Moon. I got Moon. So I have this trend of getting the second one. So I'm gonna follow that, I guess, and get Pearl. Unless like, you know, it's not in stock. I'm fine with getting Diamond. So I don't know. I'll see. But I'm
getting Pearl because Palkia is my favorite Pokemon. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so moving on from that, finally
to Zelda,
we can move on to Zelda,
the
game that looks like Fortnite.
Yeah. So they showed the producer, right? And you know, they talked about the expansion pass, which is cool. And then they talked about Skyward Sword HD, also cool. Yeah, whatever. It's coming out like later this month. Can't remember the day. It's coming out soon. But yeah, cool amiibo stuff happening with that. But then he said something which kind of upset me. He said, we're not planning any more campaigns or other games for Zelda's 35th anniversary. But here's this little Game & Watch system. So the thing with me, I was really hoping for Wind Waker on Switch, Twilight Princess on Switch, like a Triforce collection or something, or like a double pack. But looks like that's not happening.
The Mario did, like Mario Superstars.
Yeah. 3D All-Stars, yeah.
3D All-Stars, sorry.
Yeah, so kind of wish that happened because, you know, that would be a hype announcement. Definitely like something I'd binge in the summer, but yeah, unfortunately not. Mind you, Breath of the Wild 2, when they showed it off, hype. Everyone expected Breath of the Wild, but kind of wish they did a bit more for Zelda's 35th anniversary. They didn't have a logo, they didn't have official branding, like merch or anything, so, you know, kind of sucks. I was kind of expecting something. Maybe not to the extent of Mario, because Mario's like their golden boy, but Zelda's pretty big too, so, yeah, just kind of wish there was other
honestly,
stuff.
I feel like Zelda at this point is, dare I say, as big as Mario.
Yeah.
Might not have as many games, but you know what I mean?
Breath of the Wild's a big shift for that franchise. Well, like, dude, Breath of the Wild's my first Zelda game. Like, I've never played Zelda except Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, then isn't Breath of the Wild like the best sold game on the Switch?
Not the best sold. That's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Which I'll get to. Actually, I'm going to get to that later.
Okay. There's so much stuff to talk about, man.
How much have we been recording for? Almost a quarter, 45 minutes.
It's been 45 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, Breath of the Wild looks good. As Tass has been memeing, it looks like Fortnite because Link's dropping from the sky. Where are we dropping, boys?
Where are we dropping, boy? Okay. No, okay, I'm just going to add this because I've never played Zelda. I'd like to start playing Zelda. I might get this game just so I can, you know, get into the franchise. But yeah, I really just like the graphics of it.
Yeah, it looks good.
I think it looked really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
And I think we needed a longer trailer.
Next time you come over, we'll play Breath of the Wild. Like, we'll take turns, so you can see what it's like.
Okay, sure. We can do that.
Yeah.
I tried playing Zelda like on the NES or Super NES.
Yeah.
Did not go very well. I'm not very good.
Yeah, dude, I'm not good at like the 2D like stuff like that. This whole 3D open world stuff, like I'm better at.
Yeah. So. But
yeah,
I really cool like stuff. The graphics.
Yeah, the graphics are good. They showed some cool stuff. Obviously, Link's falling from the sky. There's like these sky islands in Hyrule now, and then like, I think that one part in the trailer when those spike balls are coming, he's using stasis or something similar, like some kind of new rune in like a different way to like reverse time. And then there was that other part with like what was like some water droplet thing, and then like he transported to like the top of that like island.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That part of the trailer looked really good.
It looks good. So yeah. And then like the storyline's like interesting. Like Ganon, actually I don't know if it's Ganon because they said it's like some kind of new threat. But yeah, I think the storyline's gonna be great in that game as well.
Maybe that's why Ganon was like.
No, here's the thing. Ganon's like some corpse.
No, like
in the Smash reveal.
Yeah, in the Smash reveal. Ooh.
Yeah,
interesting.
Something like that. I don't know if that's a direct. I think that was more just a troll.
No. Yeah, I know. They were just trolling. They were like, yeah, we're not gonna have any Breath of the Wild. We're not gonna have any Zelda releases this year. We're just gonna throw it down the drain.
So So yeah, to end off on the whole Breath of the Wild 2, or as they're calling it, the sequel to Breath of the Wild. There's no official name yet. Actually, I'm gonna add on to that. They didn't reveal the name because they thought it would have revealed too much about like the game's storyline and premise.
Which kind of sucks. I'm gonna be honest.
But yeah, you could have started speculating. Like, what if when they said Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you're like, hey, Breath of the Wild, what does that mean? Like, if they released the actual like name up after the Legend of Zelda, like it would have been like apparently too much to reveal at this point. So yeah, and then like it's coming out 2022.
I think is cap. I think they just haven't had an idea for a name yet.
Nah, they definitely do. Come on.
No, okay. No. Tell me one other game that on their name it reveals too much of the story. Can you think of one?
Wind Waker. Wind Waker. Anything Zelda. Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, Skyward Sword.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you can only mention Zelda games though.
Exactly. This is a Zelda game.
Is this a Zelda thing? Like they can't release the name because it tells part of the story?
I don't know if that's how it's worked in the past, but I don't know. That some kind of like guy at Nintendo like said like that's the reason why. Like they didn't want to reveal the name yet. But yeah, 2022 game. I was low-key hoping this would be the big holiday game for 2021, but COVID and all that, understandable that it's moved.
Yeah, we'll get to more COVID stuff later, but
yeah,
for now, yeah.
But yeah,
cool release. I like the graphics. It looks like Fortnite.
And yeah, that was the last thing. Unfortunately, no. But wait, we've got one more thing. None of that. But they did say like
it was just.
They have confirmed like there's other stuff later. I think they said something about like we're excited to share like more news in the future about other games we didn't mention in this direct or something. So like they have other stuff for sure. Like they're doing another direct this year, 100%. So
easily.
Yeah. So
could we maybe see a direct in late August, early September for a Donkey Kong game?
Yeah, I'm gonna say September-ish. I saw a guy I was watching a video on. He was discussing like a leak or something that like there were some games like kind of third-party-ish, but like kind of need a direct to be announced. So like maybe a direct's happening soon. So I'm not gonna say this month, but I'm gonna bet like September-ish. But yeah,
when we get
Yeah.
When we get to the OLED, I'll get to some stuff. As to why they might have delayed announcement of things.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna say. Okay. Touching on Donkey Kong again. Once again, the game exists. All right. Whatever this Donkey Kong game, it's like there, right? Like it's being developed. It's probably close to being done, if not done already. They're just waiting to like announce it. So I don't know when that's gonna happen. Probably the next direct, but I hope we see it soon.
This feels like a Leafs round 2 hope.
Bro, no, 100%.
It'll happen.
The Donkey
It'll
Kong
happen
thing,
one day.
Mark my words, it exists. Like it's there. So yeah, but I'm also gonna say this, all right? And I guess we can use this to kind of segue into the Nintendo Switch OLED edition. Is that what it's called? Nintendo Switch OLED model.
OLED model.
To transition to this, here's a little hope that was kind of just like really put out there. Didn't expect it, but would have been cool. Mario Kart 9. I wish. I wish that was at E3. 100%.
I think we haven't had a Mario Kart game for a good while.
Okay.
Since the release of the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mario Kart game.
To kind of add on to Tal's point about Mario Kart, here's the thing, right? Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U came out 2014. I remember it was like, I remember the day, dude. It was my birthday, grade 6, right? I hadn't met you yet, but I had breakfast. Underneath the plate as I was eating breakfast was Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. I was like, yo! And then I played it before going to school, and it was hype. So, yeah, 2014.
Bro, what time did you wake up to have time to do all that?
I don't know, I just woke up, and then before, like, walking to school, I was like, yo, let me play, like, one like, Grand Prix of Mario Kart, because I got it. It was my birthday, so it was like, yeah. But point is, 2014, a long time ago, and then Switch comes along. What do you do on the Switch? Mario Kart 8. Deluxe, boys. Deluxe. And then what do they do after that? Mario Kart Tour on the phone. Don't get me started. I don't consider that big time Mario Kart. All right.
That I wouldn't even consider a Mario Kart game.
But like, I'm not getting hyped on that. All right. So point is, Mario Kart is due. Come on, you gotta put Mario Kart 9 out soon. So I hope I would have seen it, but
maybe we'll see it in a direct.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, look at what we're asking for to be on E3. Donkey Kong and Mario Kart 9.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're asking for a little too much at this point. Especially after they released so many huge games. I think now we're getting to a point where it's like they would have to have like 2 days at E3 to release all we're asking for.
To be fair, with this Mario Kart 9, I would say that's holiday 2022 release, in my opinion. I'm fine with that.
Really?
I'm fine with that. Like, when would you want it to come out?
Yeah, because Zelda's coming out summer next year, right? Like March, April?
No one knows. It just is 2022.
I feel like that might be their summer game.
Yeah,
that's why they're delaying the Mario Kart. Maybe we'll see it in E3 next year. This feels like a Leafs round 2 entry. Maybe we'll see it next year. Next year.
Yeah.
Next year, hopefully.
But yeah,
maybe.
So the thing with Mario Kart 9 that I was kind of hoping with was, okay, Mario Kart 9, right? That's a big deal game. It's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best selling game. Guys, boycott that game. Tell Nintendo we want a new one. Stop telling them that everything's fine with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's not. We want a new one. Everyone boycott that game, please.
We want a new Mario Kart.
Like, legit, Nintendo's be like, the sales for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, bussin'. We don't need a new Mario Kart.
Still bussin'. 6 years later, still bussin'.
So, yeah. Anyways, point is, I was like, okay, if you're gonna release Mario Kart or a new Mario Kart or something, you need to release that alongside a new console. So, the rumored Nintendo Switch Pro, which I was like, okay, maybe it's at E3. I would have expected that, and then Mario Kart 9 released alongside it. But that didn't happen because no Mario Kart 9 and no Nintendo Switch Pro at E3. But now here's the big transition. Today is July 6th. This morning, the day we're recording this, Nintendo has announced the Nintendo Switch OLED model. Pretty hype. So brand new. Yeah, go on.
God, we delayed this podcast recording. Let things die down. And then things didn't die down, and they released a new console. So yeah, we will get into that.
So yeah.
You can start us off.
Yeah, so
go ahead.
Watching it, gonna try to just find it here in my subs. So yeah, OLED model announcement trailer. Oh, one thing I'll say right off the bat with this, releases October 8th. Oh, what also releases October 8th? Metroid Dread. This comes out the same day as Metroid Dread. So, interesting.
Okay, wait. They were playing Metroid on the OLED console, changed my mind.
Yeah.
That's why the game looked so good.
Ooh. Yo. Okay, no, it doesn't change in docked. In handheld mode, it's gonna look good. We'll talk more about
on the
it.
Let's Play, because they didn't.
No, here's the. It's not 4K.
Or sorry.
It's not 4K on
Yeah, sorry,
TV.
not on the Let's Play, but on the.
Like the trailer.
When they
in E3
for it. Yeah. So on E3, not on the Treehouse. They didn't show anyone playing it, and the game looks so good. Like, the graphics just looked amazing.
Yeah.
So they could have just recorded it on the handheld.
Yeah.
Right?
Potentially.
So, crazy theory.
Yeah, so
I'm just gonna.
yeah, I'm kind of watching the trailer and have some stuff with me. So first thing they talked about is the show off Metroid Dread gameplay. I'll just say this thing looks sleek. I really like it. The colors, like white, it looks good. It's great.
No, yeah, I agree. I think this might be
Metroid
the
Dread's gonna
second
look
best
good on
looking.
this. I think Metroid
The
Dread
second best
specifically
looking Switch.
looks good on this. Yeah. What's first best?
The Animal Crossing version. I just
yeah.
really like that look.
yeah.
The teal,
Mm-hmm.
like the teal green. I
Yeah.
just really like that. That's my opinion, though.
So yeah, so here's the thing with our current Nintendo Switch, or Nintendo Switch that most of you probably have, the screen, so when you're in handheld mode, is 6.2 inches. This new OLED edition, or OLED model, that is now extended to 7 inches. So
It's
when
a
you're in handheld,
huge screen. It's almost an inch bigger, dude.
yeah, it's a good improvement. I like it. And like honestly, looking at my Switch right now, it's like it's docked right now on my shelf. Yeah, that screen, like that black border is so big. Like
Yeah.
this
Like,
screen, like
why
looks
do we
good.
need such a big, like, bezel around it?
Yeah.
We had, when the Switch was released, we had technology to make smaller bezels.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess because it's such a small console, like, bro, you can take this in your backpack. It's no PlayStation, no Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, dude, I'm looking at their website, and this thing just looks so good.
Yeah.
Like, oh man,
All right,
I want one.
getting into features, they got that wide adjustable stand. Definitely needed. That little kickstand on the back of our Switch
Dude,
is so
dude,
bad.
oh my
this
God.
wide stand is really good. Like,
I
yeah.
cannot explain to you how mad I got. Okay, so for the viewers, I just went RVing. Me and my family, we went around here in Ontario,
Hit my mic.
and me and my brother, we were playing the Switch a lot because, well, it's a fun game. We were playing Mario, Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, and it's just a really fun game. But we did not have a TV, so we had to play on the little screen. And oh my God, this kickstand is so bad. Like, it does not keep your freaking game up. It just doesn't at all. I don't know. This
Yeah.
just looks like such a big improvement, and the fact that you can put it in whatever angle you want. I don't know how they managed to do that. I don't know if it's gonna go like click, 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 because that I feel like that would be
I feel like
kind
it's
of
got this nice kind of soft tension to it.
yeah.
if that makes sense.
If it's gonna be like a nice smooth, because this console just looks so smooth, like it's so polished and so like well finished. If that's like a smooth opening, like yes, please. But if it's like a click click, like we have on the Switch right now, you know, when you go all the way up and it like clicks.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like that for all those levels, I'm gonna be like, could have been better.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, another feature they have in it, kind of cool, I guess, if you do Switch gameplay and stuff, but or if you just prefer this wired LAN port in the dock. That's
Yeah,
cool.
honestly,
Like that's great for people.
this bring back memories of you and I trying to play Rocket League, and I'm upstairs and the Wi-Fi is so bad I'm literally lagging out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So having a wired LAN port, that's a huge improvement over the current
Long
Switch.
overdue, by the way. Like
Yeah, honestly, like, man, you're gonna have a gaming console that doesn't have a LAN port. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, so a nice feature. I'll also just kind of praise the dock. The dock looks really nice. I like that white
dude,
dock.
this white.
And
Also,
the back of it as
64
well.
gigs.
Yeah, I
of
was gonna
internal
get into
storage.
that. I know not the
Like-
best. I know that's not the best compared to other
But look at the size of
standards.
this console. What else can you expect?
Yeah.
Especially when the games aren't. Are the games even stored in the console? I don't think they are.
When you have digitally they are, but when you have game cards, not really.
Yeah, like, man, who, like, other than like smaller games, like, who's buying games digitally in the Switch?
Yeah.
Like the game, like the box is already so small, and they look so good. Like I just much rather have the box.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah,
But,
it
yeah.
looks pretty good. You know, I really like just the look of it. And also, I'm gonna mention this because I saw it on Twitter and also noticed it myself. Color scheme of this OLED model, the white. Do you not get the feeling that it's kind of trying to compete in terms of appearance with the PlayStation 5?
With the PlayStation, yeah. I was about to mention that. I was like, this looks a little like the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like, just a little bit. Just reminds me a little bit. Oh, but they do have the normal color as well. I did not know
Yeah,
that.
they have the red and blue as well. So
They
if you
have
still
the
want to
red
get
and
that,
blue.
you can. Personally, I think I get the white if I was getting
Yeah,
this.
that's gonna be
Also, I'm
sold
just gonna
out.
say I'm not gonna get this, but I am excited for the announcement, excited for the people that want it, and just excited for what this means for Nintendo going forward. But personally, I don't think I'll get this unless my Switch breaks one day. So, yeah.
Yeah. Also at $449 MSRP. I'm
Canadian.
not gonna say that's a steep price. But when you do compare with other games like the PS4, this better be premium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This better be worth every dime because for $50 more and you get a PS5, or wait, do you? It's 500 MSRP for the
I'm not sure
digital version,
here.
right?
I'm not sure here.
I'm pretty sure it is.
All right.
I think it is. But for $50 more, you're getting a console with 4K or even 8K capability, I think. I know it's just digital, but still, like, who's getting CDs at this point? Like, the Switch is nice because you just have the game cards. But this better feel like the best console out there if
Yeah.
you're selling it for $449.
Because the thing is, with what I'm seeing, actually, I'll get more into the features, then I'll kind of discuss my opinions. So yeah, like you said, 64 gigabytes internal storage, that's great. Like, I didn't know that from the trailer. I saw it later on. I think that's really good because 32 is not cutting it for me. I've got like 2.5 gigs of free space because I have Rocket League and Mario Kart downloaded digitally. So
Yeah, like,
yeah.
At some point, I'm just gonna have to, like, put an SSD.
Yeah, I'm
On
gonna
my
have to get a
Switch.
micro SD card. Yeah, I am planning on doing that. I just gotta go get one day.
Yeah, like,
To get more storage.
it's just not very convenient.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, the
I
OLED
guess
screen.
the premium price for an extra 32 gigs, like, that's nice. Also, the box looks very different.
Yeah, the
If you're on
box is
the
cool,
Nintendo website,
Mm-hmm.
I really like this box. It's very minimalist.
It's more vertical
I
now.
really like it.
Like, it's
Yeah.
vertical. I like that.
No, yeah, it just, this console is so small. You don't need, because man, the box for the Switch is huge. There's
Mhm.
so much cardboard inside that box. This just looks, you know, like how iPhone boxes now are
Yeah.
just like really sleek.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're
This
right.
looks
yeah.
like if you wanted to take it, if you want to take it in the box, you can. That's what it looks like. This looks like the Switch is like upwards on the box. It looks like it's like 7 inches by 5 inches. You could put that in your backpack if you wanted to take it in the box and not like damage your nice white console with other things in your backpack.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I guess there's just one last feature that we know on the website about the audio.
Yeah,
If
the
you like
audio.
playing- Yeah.
The thing with that for me personally is, like, I'll play in handheld mode not too often. Like, 95% of the time I play my Switch, I'm in docked on the TV. Like, I'm not often
Oh, yeah,
on
same.
that. So, like, I feel like, here's what I feel like this does. So, obviously, we have the normal Nintendo Switch Lite, and Switch OLED. Switch Lite is like, you don't need it anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
this makes the light obsolete,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, the
Unless
only
they
thing with
make
the
a light.
The only thing with the light is that you'll get. The only reason I feel like you should get the light is if that price point appeals to you for the Switch Lite. If you are fine with handheld, do a 7-inch OLED screen with better, like, looks better, and then like better audio. Yeah, get that. It's gonna be the best handheld experience for you if you play handheld. And then you can also go with the TV if you choose to switch to that. Switch Lite's just like, okay, it's literally the worst one out there, but it's the cheapest. So that is literally the only thing it's got going for it, in my opinion, right now. So,
Yeah, unless they release a light with the OLED screen, I feel like the Lite is just their sales are gonna plummet after this thing releases.
mm-hmm.
Because
Because the thing is, they
yeah,
still
the
do
only
light
thing that's
colors.
appealing about the Lite at this point is the price point. That's all you like, and I'm not saying like, oh, if you get the Lite, you're cheaping out because you should be getting the better one. Like, no, if the only one you can get is the Lite, like, man, do it, because Nintendo is just putting out so much content for the Switch in general, and it's just so good. And the fact that they're doing it for all three models, because I know PlayStation does this, and it kind of sucks how you can't play, like, back when the PS4 released, you couldn't play PS3 games in it, and I think now they're changing it how you can play PS5 games in the PS4,
Mhm.
but still, PS5 games are like $90. Like that's insane. And the fact that you can play any games in the OLED model and the Switch Lite, and you get the same content, everything is the same, except for like the actual quality of the gameplay. I think that's really cool. And if you can only afford the Switch Lite, like I would 100% support you in buying one.
Here's the thing with the Switch Lite.
It's a good console.
Interesting. So with the Switch Lite, I don't know if I sent this to you, but on May 21st, like this year, they added a new color. So the Nintendo Switch Lite Blue, I think it's called, looks like the same color. Like,
that looks good.
Yeah. So that released in May, like not that long ago. So like to say Switch Lites become obsolete, they just released a new color. I don't think it's gonna become obsolete. I feel like Nintendo kind of knows what they're doing, or they've got like, you know, the numbers behind them. They trust the Switch Lite, like, to still carry on. You know,
it's $200 or $190, so pretty much $200 cheaper. And really, with the OLED model, if you don't mind not gaming on a TV, like, get the Lite.
Yeah, honestly, like, if you're the type of gamer that, like, you know, obviously if you're gonna get Breath of the Wild, I feel like you need like to play on TV. But if you're gonna play like Pokemon, Animal Crossing, the Switch Lite's fine.
Yeah,
for
like,
you.
bro, we used to play Pokemon on DS with like a 3-inch screen. Like you'll be fine with a 6-inch screen on the Switch Lite.
All right. There's also another big conversation that I've been seeing get memed. Do these new Joy-Con fix Joy-Con drift?
Oh, okay. Yes, that's a huge problem. My Joy-Con drift actually fixed itself.
Oh, really?
I did not experience it. Yeah, I haven't experienced it at all lately.
Did you like try to recalibrate it, or just randomly happen?
No, it just randomly just stopped. Like, I played Mario, I swear, like, every single day in the RV. Not a single day did I get Joy-Con drift.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so that's good. If this fixes it, yes, I would 100% get the OLED.
The white Joy-Con, I guess we can get.
The Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
For my thing.
Yeah, if these Joy-Cons are better, honestly, because dude, I only have one pair of Joy-Cons, the ones like the red and blue ones. Like, if I ever experience drift or just kind of want to change things up, I'll get these white Joy-Con. Like, I think they're cool if they have fixed the Joy-Con drift. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, because they have a thing on their website saying, this is Joy-Con. The included Joy-Con controllers give you total gameplay flexibility. Yeah, so much flexibility, you get drift after 6 months of owning the console.
I think what I like about it is that, or just the Switch OLED in general, it doesn't, like, everything's fine. Like, you can transition over to, like, the Switch OLED from your previous Switch model, and it's fine. Joy-Con are the same size. Like, all the accessories work the same. Like,
everything's the same except
all
the
your
screen
cases.
size.
All your cases are the same. Yeah, the screen, like, it's not even... They shrunk the bezel. It's not like the thing's actually bigger. They got rid of, like, the extra bezel.
It's literally the exact same console, just better.
Yeah. Which is cool.
Like, you know what they should offer? They should offer an option for you to just buy the screen. You know what I mean? Instead of buying, like, with the Joy-Cons and the dock and everything, they should have an option for you to just buy, like, the actual, like, the OLED... Not the OLED screen, but, like, the screen, so you can, like, get rid of your old Switch screen.
Yeah.
Put a new one in, and just be done with it. I feel like they could make a lot of money with that.
Actually, another question. For people that want the LAN, could they just buy the dock to have the LAN port? And, like, use it on their existing Switch?
Do they sell that? Is that a thing?
I feel
Do they sell docks by themselves?
Yeah, I think so. In case a dock breaks, or, like, you want a secondary dock. Like, let's say, like, it's in my room and, like, plugged in, but then it's, like, it's a hassle to unplug it. Just get a new dock for the living room. I think that's a thing people can do.
I'm looking for it.
I'm pretty sure it's a thing people do. Like,
they have... wait. They released some new, Zelda Joy-Cons.
Is it the Skyward Sword ones?
Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I've seen those before.
Oh, they do sell the dock by itself.
Yeah.
For $75 Canadian. So, probably $60 US. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if that's a thing, I'd get one.
Oh yeah, honestly, just to change up the dock even, Like it looks good. I like the dock.
Yeah, like just to get the white dock. Oh, the white dock with the red
Oh
and
yeah,
blue
dude,
control.
that's gonna look so
with
good
the
on my
red and blue
shelf. Yo.
Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just change the Joy-Cons to the white ones and say you have an OLED.
Yeah, guys, I have the OLED. Ignore the extra
yeah,
bezel. I painted it on because, you know.
Yeah, I gotta make it a little harder for myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just want to get into the thing I said about the COVID stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We want a Switch Pro with 4K capability on TV.
Yeah, that's what surprised me. I was watching this trailer, I'm like, they show off the TV, I'm like, hey, it's a 4K. It's a 4K. It's not 4K. 100%. Like, specs.
Disappointment.
It's
Visible
4K.
disappointment. So here's my theory about why they did not release a Switch Pro just yet. I think because of the chip shortage, they do not want what happened with the PS5 to happen to them and have a backlog of millions and millions of orders. So I think we should be seeing the Switch Pro if they have a holiday direct, probably would be then to be released for summer of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my guess, if not for the holidays of 2022. Just because people are saying this chip shortage might last over a year.
Yeah.
So I think Nintendo, they're pretty smart. Like, they're not stupid. If they're gonna make a console that's gonna sell out like the PS5 did, and make the Switch Pro just so good, people have to buy it. People who have the Switch absolutely have to buy it. They're not gonna be stupid and have that many backlog orders. Because like my brother, he gave up on the PS5. He's like, Talis, I'm just gonna buy a PC at this point because I don't want the PS5 anymore because it was such a frustrating experience to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Sony is really, they're losing a lot of clients because of this. Like, I know it wasn't their fault when they first announced it, but the fact that they followed through with the release, I think it was just, and didn't like delay it so people could actually own the freaking thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was just a really bad move on their part. So yeah, I think that's what Nintendo's gonna do if they feel like releasing a Switch Pro.
Yeah. Like, definitely, I don't know how many people have this mindset. So, if you know about this OLED thing, right? No one is buying a Switch until October 8th. Or, yeah. So, Switch, like, sales, like...
Yeah, like, if you were planning on buying the Nintendo Switch,
don't get it
and you
yet.
don't mind spending the extra money,
Get this. Yeah.
just don't get it yet. Like, just wait. Or do it like me. Get a used one, and you get it for a lot cheaper. I got mine for $250.
Mm-hmm.
It had Joy-Con drift 3 weeks after I got it, but like a new Joy-Con's like $50. And I could just get one if I really, really wanted it. But now I'm just gonna wait for these Joy-Cons because they look so much better, and they might fix Joy-Con drift. So if you're thinking about getting the Switch, just hold on a little longer, okay? You've waited long enough to get this thing. You might as well wait another 3 months.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a good thing. Like, if you didn't have a Switch, like, definitely wait on this one. Like, wait on this one. It's sleek looking. And then, like, you know, if you were like, oh, but I like the red and blue, you have the red and blue for this. So, yeah, definitely wait on it. It's definitely gonna be, like, worth.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, go on.
Unless you want, like, the Mario or, like, the Animal Crossing versions, just wait out for this one. Honestly, this one looks better. Not better than the Animal Crossing version, because the Animal Crossing version is like, it's the white, but it's the white with like the teal and all the like really cool colors. But yeah, like, honestly, if you've waited this long to get a Switch, just wait 3 more months.
Yeah,
get the
hold on a bit
OLED.
longer. Save some money for other games. Save
Yeah,
some money.
literally, like in 3 months you
Metroid
can
Dread
save.
Day 1 along with this. Like, yo, hype.
Cause like, bro, the normal Switch is $400 MSRP. This one's $449. Like, you can save an extra $50 in 3 months. Like, you can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just so much better. Like, in terms of gameplay for the handheld, and because of the extra 32 gigs, like, you're gonna end up spending $50 on an SD card if you want the extra 32 gigs.
Yeah,
So you
like,
might as well
honestly,
just wait.
the gigabyte thing is actually really good. So like, let's just say these features didn't sell you. You pay an extra $50 for an extra 32 gigs alongside the other stuff. So like, I feel like that really does compensate in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just
Obviously, the
really
ideal
cool.
thing is 4K. Then that just has me sold. But it's all right. The gigabytes thing is like, it to me it means like it's more significant than you think it is.
Yeah, bro, a 32 gigabyte micro SD costs like $13.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're gonna pay $413 for a console, you might as well just pay $450 and get it like on it in and of
Yeah, because
itself.
the thing with getting like a micro SD card, so let's say I want to get like a 128 gig, so that's gonna be 128 gigs added on in storage to the 32 I have. But then like if I ever want to switch SD cards, like that's a hassle because all the memory's in that SD card, and then upgrading it to like let's say 256, like it's it could be a hassle. So if you take 64,
Oh no, it is a hassle.
Take 64 gigabytes on your normal Switch or OLED edition,
and buy the
buy the
128 extra. Like you'll
that's
be
all right.
fine.
That's all right. You're good with storage. So
yeah, I promise you're gonna be okay with 256 gigabytes of storage. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you're gonna run out. Or what? Like 230? Like, man, that's just so much storage. Like, man, when I'm playing PS4, I gotta keep on like deleting games so I can download mine. Because my brother, he plays COD, and COD's like 70 gigs of storage. Like, Switch games are not like that. If you're a first time buyer, Switch games are not like that. They take up like, if it's a really heavy game and you're getting like a digital download, you're gonna be looking at like 12, 15 gigs, maybe. If you have a lot of stuff. But if you're just getting the game card, which I think is a better option because of the low storage, you're gonna be looking at like 1 to 2 gigs for each game. If it's not something heavy, like Breath of the Wild, you're probably looking at like 4, maybe 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah. All right. So I guess I'll transition to this. So like what I want to talk about now is like, so now we have the OLED model. What does this mean for Nintendo going forward, specifically with games? And one thing I'm going to say straight off the bat, people were concerned that a Switch Pro would have meant Switch Pro exclusive games. So like specific games that would only be on a Switch Pro. With this OLED, I don't think that's the case. There's nothing going to be OLED exclusive. That makes no sense. There's nothing about it. No 4K capability. So if you're stressed about like, let's say Genshin Impact, like being on the Switch Pro only, like that's not the case. You can get it like on Switch and Switch OLED, all the versions. So yeah.
No, yeah, and I think that shouldn't be one of the selling points for the OLED.
Even if
like,
they did
it's gonna
that,
have exclusive games. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna get 3 extra games a year.
Yeah.
For paying another $50. Like, that's not. I don't think Nintendo's that stupid.
They did it with the new 3DS. So they have the 3DS and they have the new 3DS. So some games were new 3DS exclusive, but honestly, in its whole lifetime, there was only like 3 games, and I don't think any were first party. So Mario and Zelda isn't gonna be like that, obviously. So
if you're thinking about waiting out for the Switch Pro, which again is kind of like double rainbow, we'll see it. You'll see it once in your lifetime, I guess. Like, unless you really, really want those the 4K and like maybe 5 or 6 exclusives, just get the OLED.
The thing with the OLED is they released this October 8th, 2021. If they're gonna do Switch Pro with 4K capability, when do you think that releases? Because I don't think that's gonna release for a while.
Well, I just told you when I think it might release. I think it's gonna release either summer next year, or in holiday 2022.
Okay.
And I only think because honestly, I think this feels polished. I said that already, and I really like this console, but I feel like this is to make up for the gap of the Switch Pro. This is not. Nintendo wasn't planning on doing this. I feel like the chip shortage started. They had the Switch Pro ready, it started, and then they were like scrambling to make something that would resemble the Switch Pro, but it would not just be quite it yet.
Mhm.
Because if you think about it, the Switch Pro, I think honestly, people with the Switch are gonna get the Switch Pro.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't, but hardcore gamers and first timers, it's like the PS5 and the PS5 with like disc option. People are getting the PS5 with disc option, even though it costs like $150 more.
Mhm.
And I think that's what's gonna happen with the Switch Pro. I think they're betting on the Switch Pro having millions and millions of sales, and that's why they didn't release it yet, because
Yeah.
they think the chip shortage might affect that.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, though. I'm no Nintendo expert
I think
or employee or whatever.
I'd sent you a thing before. I can't remember what it was, if it was a Bloomberg report or something. But when they were leaking or rumoring this new Nintendo Switch model, something I read was like, whoever was up at Nintendo, they plan on releasing this with the goal of having like mass production happening like this month, July. So like mass production for this OLED model is starting now. So I think they've announced it now because they know they can handle the mass production right now for this. So there's nothing's gonna get backlogged with this.
But you see,
OLED model.
This has the same processor as the normal Switch. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The only thing that's changing is the screen and like some other minor stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the Switch Pro, we're gonna have to wait on it.
Do you think the OLED model eventually like just becomes the new like thing? Like, so Nintendo, like they're just not gonna have Nintendo Switch on like store shelves. It's just gonna be the OLED model eventually.
Yeah, I think once the Pro releases, this price point's gonna go down to 400. The Switch Pro price point should be 5 or 550, and this is gonna become the new norm. 7-inch screen, white Joy-Cons or the red ones, whatever. LAN port, because that's why I'm saying the Switch Lite might become obsolete if they don't release a new version, like a Switch Lite Pro. Because I feel like if they were to make this a handheld only, this could be a Switch Lite Pro. You know what I mean? Because how are you gonna get? Why would you get 4K on a screen that small? OLED is already more than enough. Have you ever seen an OLED screen?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, dude, it looks amazing. If they were to make this exact console a handheld version, so literally just like glue the Joy-Cons to the screen, this could be a Switch Lite Pro. For what the Switch Lite's $260, this could be like a $320 price point.
Yeah.
And people would get this because it's still cheaper than the Switch, but it's miles and miles better than the Switch Lite. So yeah, that's my point of view on the subject of Switch Pro and this becoming the new norm.
Yeah, I definitely think it'll become the new norm. Like, and
because why wouldn't it? It's a $50 difference.
The thing, with Nintendo fans, like, will do anything. Like Nintendo could literally like just re-release like
the DS.
No, like not even
the
like
DS Lite.
They could re-release. They can just release a new Animal Crossing New Horizons, but just change the game cover and say it's like has 1 FPS better, and everyone's gonna buy it. Like,
yeah,
like that's how Nintendo fans are. Like, people will buy anything. Like, people will buy Skyward Sword even though it's more expensive than what it was when it was on the Wii. Like,
man. No, yeah. So I don't know. This feels like it was this looks like a really good project. It feels like it was something that was rushed, that they were just like, okay, we got to give people something to just, something new they can look forward to and keep us on the edge for Switch Pro. I think that's the biggest thing this might bring.
Yeah,
because when you sent that to me, I was like, yo, Switch Pro? And then I was like, oh, it's the OLED. It's just an OLED version. So I feel like this is keeping people on the edge. Like, Nintendo's working on consoles. they're just not quite ready yet.
Yeah. 100%.
So, yeah.
So just to recap, I think so you said OLED. You think a Switch Pro, so something actually called a Switch Pro, will be the next thing to this, right?
Yeah. I don't think
so.
If it's anything other than a Switch Pro, it should be a new generation.
Yeah. So like they're gonna compete with the next gen. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like compete with the PlayStation 6 whenever that releases 5 years from now.
So you think it's gonna go Pro and then Nintendo's next gen console?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Unless they skip the Pro altogether and just keep the OLED.
Yeah, to be fair, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking they got
which
one
I think
more
is just a really bad move.
Yeah.
I think that's just a really... Because you know when the PS4 and the PS4 Pro came out?
Yeah.
Because they had the PS4 and then they had another version of the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, they had the PS4 and then a PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
And then they had another version of the PS4 Pro. I'm pretty sure they had...
that last version. I just know the... Yeah.
I think the PS4 has had 3 versions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is the second version of the Switch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this... If the Pro is not the next one, then it's gonna be the next generation.
Mm-hmm. Because the thing I'm just kind of worried, so like Switch apparently is in the middle of its life cycle now. This isn't the console that lasts another 4 years, is it?
Yeah. No, yeah, so, okay. So the PS4 had the original, which is the one we have, and then had the Slim, and then it had the Pro.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is the Slim version of Nintendo.
Well, how did that work out for PlayStation when they did all that? Was it good? Like...
Oh, yeah, because, bro, we've had the PS4 since 2016.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like, that's a while.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to the PS5. Next gen is 5 years from now. Nintendo has to release something before then.
Because
like
here's the thing with Nintendo, right? That I feel was a big mess up. So they had PlayStation, so PlayStation 4 and then Xbox One, right? Xbox One.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah. And then Wii U. PlayStation and Xbox are carrying. Wii U's flopping. Sales are bad, so they drop that. And then they do Nintendo Switch while it's the end of the life cycle for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So in a way, Nintendo's lagging behind. I feel like Nintendo has to start like at the right level. So on PlayStation 6, Xbox, whatever, and then Nintendo's next thing. They can't start. I don't think they should start before because like they're lucky the Switch did good. If the Switch didn't do good, like
that would have been it.
That would have
been done.
Like. Thank God the Switch did good for them because like it was a risk because the Wii U flops. That's like okay, now let's put out this thing like in the midst
of these next gen consoles. What else did they do? Like another DS?
Yeah, no, they can't go back to that. Like this is revolutionary and they should keep doing this.
No, yeah. So the I think if the Pro comes out within the next year and a half. So until holiday 2022, I feel like they're not going to be lagging behind anymore. Because then I feel like in 4 years, you could get... Damn, 4 years from now is going to be 2025. Holy. I feel like in 4 years, you could use that time to catch up to the new gen consoles. Or maybe you use the 5 years, lag behind a solid year, and you don't get overshadowed by the PS6 and whatever the Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because like, if they do a Switch Pro, it's gotta happen sooner rather than later. Just so when they announce PlayStation 6, Nintendo has their thing ready to be announced as well. And it's gotta be like not Switch. It's gotta be something.
Do they want to be overshadowed by PlayStation?
Not overshadowed, like, just like there with them, like starting starting that race right with them.
Yeah, no, okay, because here's my point of view with being in the race together. If I had the money, so let's say when the PS5 released, they released the Switch Pro, and it was just like miles better than the Switch, and it was like, okay, everyone's gonna move over to the Switch Pro. I personally, because I have the PS4 and I have the Switch, I would have gotten the PS5. Obviously, if it was available, like widely available.
Yeah.
But I feel like Nintendo would just get frustrated. Because, like, now, look at me. I have the PS4 and I have the Switch. Like, this is the best of both worlds for Nintendo and Sony. Because now I have 2 consoles. If everything gets released at once, then it's like, oh, okay, I'll just get one of the new gen consoles. I don't have to get all of them. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
But if the Switch, because it came out later, then it's like, oh, it came out in like the half-life of the PS4.
Okay,
it's
actually,
like,
I guess the thing I'm trying to say is if Nintendo goes like before or late than PlayStation, they have to be aware of like the plan. So obviously, like, PlayStation knows they can run like, you know, Spider-Man Miles Morales at like 4K or something. The fact that the Nintendo Switch can't do anything at 4K, that's like, you know, that's a big highlight. Like, that's a, you know, a red flag, or like, you know, it's
yeah, when you're getting a new gen, you're like, okay, I
Nintendo's
expect
gotta
4K.
know whatever they put out, it's just a case of them putting out the same quality just at a different time. Like, they can't release something and then PlayStation's gonna be like, oh, by the way, we're like freaking 8K while Nintendo's out here at 4K or something, you know?
Yeah, I think they can lag behind in timing. I don't think they can lag behind in the technology aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because if they lag behind in the technology, they're going to be playing catch up like they're doing right now.
Yeah.
Because right now they're playing catch up in the technology side. If they delay the timing and keep the technology in the same level as the other two big competitors, I think they have a really good shot of making a splash.
Yeah.
Because, like, even yourself, like, you have the PS4 and you have the Switch. If the PS6 and the Switch came out together, you would only get one of those. You wouldn't get them both.
Yeah, correct.
But because they came out in different times, now you have both.
Yeah, that's true. I actually can't remember when I got my Wii U, because Wii U was the same thing then. So I think I had Wii U, and then a while later I got PlayStation 4, but PlayStation 4 had already been out for a while. So
yeah, so like, if Nintendo does the same thing for their next console, I think it's gonna prevent from people buying the PlayStation or the Xbox instead of the Switch.
yeah.
And rather gonna make people buy the PS4 or PS6/Xbox and the Switch. Like, unless they want to go head on with Sony and Microsoft, like, bro, full send, make your technology better than theirs. Like, stop the Switch Pro, start working on the next gen, like, right now, because you released the OLED. I feel like this may be able to carry you to 2024, 2025. If you think it can, start working on the next gen right now and make sure make damn sure.
Like, if they do something like so they had the Switch, right? And then remember when I was hyped about Redbox Switch? Do you remember that? Okay, Redbox Switch was basically it was a chain switch with basically better battery life.
Oh,
it was the
okay,
same Switch.
I remember. Yeah.
So then, like, you know, that just became the new default. So, because before Switch had like a white box, but now if you go see a Switch, it's all red box, because red box is the new norm now. So my point is, maybe you can just do a revision of the OLED model, so call it like OLED 4K or something, if they can do that. Not next gen yet, just like appeasing like that, you know, 4K thing. And then that carries you till your next gen. Like, I think that's possible. You don't need to call it Pro. You can have the OLED brand carry for the rest of the Switch's life cycle. Just add a 4K element in there, so, like, you know, big things like Far Cry Arc could come to Switch or something, you know?
Yeah, so honestly, if they want to go head to head with PlayStation and Microsoft, or Sony and Microsoft, they better make damn sure their console is amazing. Like, because at the price points things are getting at like right now, like, you're paying $500-$600 for a console, you better make sure the console is amazing. Like, if 8K is possible, it better have 8K. Like, 8K, 256, like, I would say minimum 1 terabyte of storage if you're gonna make a solid, like, a stationary console. If you're making handheld, at least 528 gigs, like, at least that much, because that's what the PS4 had back when it released. And that for handheld is like insane. Like, imagine how many games you could store if it had 528 gigs of storage. But yeah, so if they want to compete, they better make sure this console is like the best thing they've ever released. Because the PS5 is the best thing Sony's ever released. And same, I don't know about Microsoft. I'm not really an Xbox guy. I don't really like putting batteries up in my controller. But yeah, they better make sure this is really good if they want to compete with the big ones.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, definitely
don't make another Wii U, please.
You know,
we don't need Miiverse. We don't need Miiverse, boys.
Yeah, I think this is a good move by Nintendo, like OLED. I get people are upset or like I guess kind of nitpicky, and I understand it. But like I think in like a week it'll die down. It's like, okay, no, this OLED's actually pretty insane, and that's good. As for games, the only thing I can think, and here's my theory. So, do you know what Genshin Impact is? I'm just gonna use that as an example.
No, I can look it up though.
Okay, it's like it's kind of Breath of the Wild, like anime-esque. I don't know what to call it. Breath of the Wild RPG-ish. Anyways, point is, let's use Genshin Impact as an example. Genshin Impact has actually said they plan to have that come to Switch, but they've said that over a year ago and it's still not here. So what if it's a case of, obviously on the TV it can work because the TV can display it, right? It's a TV. But then the problem was maybe the Switch's hardware couldn't handle it. Like, so if you're playing in handheld mode, Genshin Impact, like it couldn't handle, it would overheat, the graphics would be bad, it would lag. So they were waiting for something like the OLED model, in which that screens better, to do stuff like that. So point is, maybe just like games that couldn't get pushed on the Switch, or was like, okay, yeah, we're on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Switch, we kind of gotta work around some stuff for you. The OLED model's like, okay, no, wait, now we can actually go on the Switch. Like, it's a much easier transition to get our game on the Switch. So
the only nitpicky thing I am with the OLED, the processor is the same.
Yeah.
They don't say anything about like, oh, this is gonna make your games run 10, 20, 30 FPS faster than what it used to.
So point is, guys, when you're in Korok Forest and Breath of the Wild, it's still gonna lag.
Yeah, like, it's gonna look really good if you're standing still. You're gonna get there, you can stand still for a solid like 10 seconds, then it's gonna look really good. And then when you start moving, it's gonna look blocky.
Yeah.
But it's fine because it's an OLED. That's my thing with it. It's not a different processor, so it's essentially the same console with a better screen.
Yeah, but that's the thing. When you look at it, it's called Nintendo Switch OLED model. They are pushing OLED in the brand name. It's not Nintendo Switch.
But if they're trying to push,
feature.
if they're trying to push games that couldn't be held on the Switch because the Switch was not good enough, why even bother making this? Why not wait another year? Or, okay, maybe not a year, because that would be too long. But, like, actually, no, that would be perfect. Like, summer next year, like, I'd be okay with it. If they said this E3, we're going to make a Switch Pro, but it'll only be available next year, I would have been more than fine with that.
Okay.
If the processor was better, and that means it can run games like Far Cry and Ark, yes, that's fine.
Dude, the second I don't mind the Nintendo Switch can run Ark, yo, I'm buying that.
But this it's just a better screen. That's why I'm saying this should be a Switch Lite Pro. If this was a Switch Lite Pro with an OLED screen, not at that price point, but at like 300, 350, that would have been an amazing deal for a killer device. Because more storage, bigger screen, better resolution, better sound, and the really cool docking thing. Which I guess, I guess the Lite doesn't need that because you can't detach the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm not saying it's a bad console. I'm not saying it's a bad release, like, at all. I think if you're gonna release a console, do it now. Do it now rather than later, because if you wait too long, then you're gonna get you're gonna be even more behind Sony and Microsoft. But I feel like if they had waited and done like good. Because I feel like when the Pro gets released, people are gonna look back at this and be like, we really didn't need that, did we? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like the Mario Party for the like the top 100 or whatever you said.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is what that should have been. People are gonna look back at this console and be like, this is what the OLED should have been. I'm scared that this might happen with this console.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my take.
Yeah, I mean, it's alright. Like, I kind of want to know what Nintendo's mindset behind this specifically is. Not just like a vague answer like, okay, no, the reason we're doing OLED and the reason we're doing it now is this thing. Because, like, I'm going to say it's interesting. It is definitely an interesting announcement.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I think at the very least, it gets people talking.
Yeah, 100%.
It's free marketing. Like what we're doing right now, free marketing.
Yeah.
Freer than a Dollar Tree headset.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. But I was gonna say, so like with games, so let's say, I'm gonna keep using Genshin Impact as the example. Let's say I want to get Genshin Impact on my Switch, right? Mm-hmm. But if I go in a handheld mode, it'll probably give me a warning or something like, hey, it's probably optimized for an OLED model or something, because like, you know, it can handle it. And let's say I go in handheld mode and, you know, the frame rate kind of drops a bit, or like I have to turn down the graphics settings a bit. Normal handheld mode on my normal Switch. But the second I'm playing docked, everything's fine. But then the OLED model is like, okay, obviously you're fine on TV. But when you go in handheld mode, because it's OLED, you're great. You're okay. So like, kind of just saying that the OLED could just be that thing that is now the reason that some games can now be confirmed to be on the Nintendo Switch. Not just like Switch, like the actual console, but Nintendo Switch, the brand, like that company. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
No, yeah, I get your point. I think it's valid to think that, to be honest. I think if this console is gonna make it possible for like games to be played on that weren't before, then yeah, 100%. Like, if you're gonna have a line of exclusives for the OLED, it better be some pretty cool games like Ark and Far Cry. Mm-hmm. Like, they better be cool. Like, even, bro, imagine playing Watch Dogs on the Switch. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've ever played it, but Watch Dogs is a pretty fun game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know it.
I really enjoyed it on the PS3. I know a lot of people hated it. Man, it to me, it was a really cool game. So if that could happen on the Switch, I feel like that'd be really, really cool. This could either be a dub or a huge flop.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a flop. I might call it like something that, like, dang, kind of didn't really need that ish thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, just hold out and make the Pro. Don't release this. Like, it looks amazing. I love the console. I love everything. This is what the Switch should have been in the first place.
Yeah.
At this exact price point, it would have still been miles better than the PS4, because the PS4 was a $500 price point, and with the OLED screen and with 64 gigs, this is what the Switch should have been. And when the Pro releases, we're gonna say this is when the Pro should have been released.
Yeah. That's
what's gonna happen to this console. It's gonna be like the black sheep of the Switches.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's my opinion, though. I could 100% be wrong.
Mm-hmm. So, in terms of games, let's say Mario Kart 9. In your opinion, I can't really formulate a discussion because I don't know how to think about this, but does this give any reason to be a bit more optimistic about Mario Kart 9? Or like other sequels or something? Or like Galaxy 3 or Odyssey 2? Obviously Odyssey 2 is going to happen, but like, you know, Galaxy 3 or, you know, Mario Kart 9. Like, is the OLED a reason to start thinking, hey, wait, now I feel like it's a bit more possible to see that soon?
I'll be honest, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Nintendo is going to release something like a huge sequel like Galaxy or Mario Kart, I think if it's gonna be done, it should be done right. It should be done on the right console. It should not be rushed. And I'm not saying this console is rushed. I'm just saying if you're gonna put a sequel out, it better be really, really good. Like, they can put it out when the Pro releases, and they could have a Pro version, like optimized for the Switch Pro, and they could have a OLED / base version. I feel like that could be like a really, like, just a really cool thing. Or even like just the same game, just like within the menu, have a thing like optimize for the Pro, or keep it in the basic, like OLED / base model.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Like before you start the game, when you select your user, to just like have that as a setting. Like,
yeah, like
that's cool.
The first menu that pops up, just be like, optimize for Switch Pro, stay on basic, or stay on OLED, whatever your console is. So yeah, or just give you a warning, like, because the game itself is probably already gonna know this, so just give you a basic warning, like, this game is now being optimized for the Switch Pro, or this game is being optimized for the base version. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one or the other
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess if you really wanted to be hopeful, this is a step in the right direction, I think, because they're trying to not lag behind anymore.
Yeah.
So, if we're thinking that Nintendo's gonna start taking steps in the right direction, then sure. We can think this could be a pre-release to support a sequel to a huge game like Galaxy or Mario Kart or Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, or Fortnite.
I feel like it might just be the case of like, let's say Mario Kart 9 comes out. If you have a Switch OLED and you play Mario Kart 9 in handheld, it looks great. But if you play Mario Kart 9 handheld on a normal Switch, it's playable, but you're gonna be like, oh, it's like
this can look better.
It can look a bit better. So it's just a case of like, you know.
I mean, okay, let's be real. What if you have an OLED TV? If you connect your Switch, like your basic Switch, to an OLED TV, is the TV gonna be used to its like fullest capability? I'm not actually sure about that. Because if it is, then yeah, this is.
Well, no, that's a thing. That's not a thing. To have something like that, that has to do with the processor, I think, or something like that within the hardware itself. Like something to tell Switch, like, hey, when you output this to the TV, like, use your full power or something, like.
Full power mode. Full send. No, yeah, because if the Switch does work with an OLED TV, I feel like this is such a minor improvement. And no, it would not impact at all new releases, like new sequels,
so basically,
for huge games.
Like, if there's any hope for, like, let's say Mario Kart 9, that hasn't changed. Like, this has not changed anything about that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right, yeah, fair.
Like, I think if you were hopeful before, stay hopeful. If you were not, then don't get hyped because of this OLED model. Like, it's a cool console, but like, it's not worth getting yourself extremely hyped over.
Yeah.
Just for the sequels, I think.
I think it's not, like, with this, it's not about the games, it's more about the actual physical console. The physical console is what's upgraded. It's nothing about gameplay.
Yeah, like, it just looks so good. Like, if I didn't have a Switch, I would get this one. Because for $50 more, like, and I play in handheld, I'd say like 30% of the time, so quite a bit more than you, it would make a lot of difference. Especially if there's like games that are optimized for this, for like, so let's say Metroid has an optimization for OLED, then yes, this is, people are gonna want to get this for the optimization for Metroid. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any more thoughts, really.
Yeah, same. Like, it's cool announcement. I like it. Doesn't change anything about games, but hey, maybe we see more about this in like I don't know if they'll do like kind of a treehouse kind of thing, but they talk about this and like show it off on camera or something. I don't know if they'll do that.
Does Nintendo have any other like directs / mini directs scheduled?
I don't think so. Maybe like Pokemon or something, but like next general big Nintendo thing, I'm not too sure about. But I feel like they'll talk about this. I can't remember how the Switch Lite went, because they announced the Switch Lite, and then obviously people were like, wait, what the hell is this? So they probably had a whole like panel or something about that, talking about it. So maybe they'll have something like that for this, answering questions and all that. Definitely some kind of presentation. Like they can't just drop a trailer and be like, all right, and until the next direct, like there's got to be something else. So yeah.
Yeah, there's no nothing about the next direct.
Yeah,
that sucks.
That's all right.
That's all right. Yeah, I mean, I would not be. That was not an expectation. I didn't think they were gonna have.
Yeah, to be fair, like I saw this thing, like the trailer for this. I was on YouTube, saw they upload 4 minutes ago. I'm like, wait, yo, what is this? Like I didn't expect it, like at all.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think it's worth a direct just to talk about this console.
Yeah, I feel like the announcement. If they do an announcement and then like a little like,
yeah, no man, just drop a video, like a 10-minute video on YouTube. Yeah, get those double ads. Yeah. Get the revenue and just be done with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, not direct worthy, unless they're gonna have a direct to talk about like Pokemon and like more Zelda details, and they're gonna be playing on the OLED. Then it's worth it. Like showing off the OLED, like recording through the OLED and showing it off on screen, like that would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we talked about E3.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're almost done. Yeah.
2 hours, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I talked about E3. Games are pretty fun. Excited for them. And then the OLED model, which just got announced today, which that's a good announcement. We respect it. It's great. But yeah, I think that's all.
Yeah, not expected. Some free marketing for Nintendo.
So yeah,
talking about it.
But yeah, guys, I think we will wrap things up for this podcast finally. But yeah.
2 hours later, and we still have no Animal Crossing news.
One day we're just
we're
have
still hyping Mario Golf.
Still hyping Mario Golf.
We're still hyping Mario Golf.
But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap things up for this podcast. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new, and we will see you all later.